What is up, everybody? Welcome to the first episode of 2-Year Rebuilds. And it's exactly how it sounds. We have 2 years to rebuild this team and see how good we can make it and how far we can get. 76 overall starting with the Chicago Bears. And I'm just going to make as many trades as I can to improve this team before starting year 1. The first trade I'm going to be making is sending David Montgomery, Chase Claypool, and a future second rounder to the Bills for Gabe Davis and Matt Milano. Next, we're going to be sending Eddie Jackson and Ojemudia to the Washington Commanders for Cole Holcomb, Derek Forrest, and Montez Sweat. Next, we're going to be sending Nicholas Morrow and Kendall Vildor to the Detroit Lions for Jonah Jackson. It's interdivisional, but whatever. It'll work. Next, we're going to be sending Alex Leatherwood and Cody Whitehair to the Chiefs for Nick Bolton. Completely unrealistic, but that's not what this is about. Next, we're going to send Travis Gibson and Al-Qadim Muhammad to the Broncos for Jerry Jeudy. Going to be trading a 3 and a future 7 to the Bengals for Jonah Williams. Going to be trading a future 3 and 6 and this year's 4 to the Jets for DJ Reed. Going to be sending Khalil Herbert to the Bills for Ed Oliver. Going to be sending a future first round pick to the Cowboys for Tony Pollard. Next up, sending Riley Reif, Lucas Patrick, and Justin Jones to the Steelers for Alex Highsmith. Sending N'Keal Harry and Schofield to the Broncos for Lloyd Cushenberry. And for my final trade, we'll be sending Adams and a future 4 and 5 to the Rams for Greg Gaines. After all of our trades are said and done, we're up to an 82 overall. This is what the offense looks like. I think we did pretty good. There's a lot of stars everywhere, but got to start somewhere. Defense is much improved. We got a great linebacking core now. And I held on to Sanborn because, he's pretty good. We did replace Eddie Jackson with Derek Forrest. You have to downgrade to upgrade in multiple positions at the same time, you know what I'm saying? But let's see how this team performs. So we actually end up going 9-8 and earning a wild card spot, which, with all things considered, I think that's pretty dang good. The Bears ended up getting the first round pick in real life, so to even make the playoffs is huge in year 1. We did get blown out by the Packers in the wild card round, but we still have the offseason, we have free agency, and we have the draft to build through. And that's why I didn't trade away my first round pick. Let's just quickly run through the yearly awards. Mahomes wins MVP. Nick Sirianni wins Coach of the Year. NFC Offensive Player of the Year is Kareem Hunt. Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. Offensive Rookie, Kenneth Walker. Defensive Rookie, Aiden Hutchinson. Jalen Hurts, Best QB. Kareem Hunt, Best Running Back. Debo, Best Receiver. Zach Martin, Best O-Lineman. Aaron Donald, Best D-Lineman. Danielle Hunter, Best Linebacker. AJ Terrell, Best DB. Best Kicker is Brett Maher. Hope to see some awards next season, though, for the Bears. We do get some dev-ups in Greg Gaines and Nick Bolton going up to Superstar. Love to see it. And Jaquan Brisker, I'm assuming, is a star now. I don't know why they would make him hidden dev. That's kind of weird. I think I'm going to change the offensive scheme for year 2 because the Bears playbook just ain't it on offense. I like their defensive scheme fine. But, Fields ain't going to get where he needs to get in this scheme. Pollard only had 900 yards, 7 touchdowns. And Mooney was our leading receiver, only won over 1,000. Definitely need a scheme change. Tackles weren't great either. And I'm sure that has a lot to do with Justin Fields' traits. Greg Gaines, 20 tackle for loss. That's what got him his superstar. And love to see that. And Brisker had 2 picks. I guess was enough for him. Not a lot of picks, but pretty evenly spread out between the guys. Only re-signings I needed to make were Greg Gaines, Tony Pollard, and Cole Holcomb, and we are still left with $130 million to work with. So in free agency, I went ahead and brought in Mike Gesicki, Nate Davis, and on the defensive side, Jordan Poyer. So Brisker goes up to Superstar. Interesting. This is going to allow us to move Derek Forrest, who's going to be one of our trade pieces. I'm going to be trading a couple of guys. One of them being Lloyd Cushenberry as well. And we're going to try move these guys to get a stud receiver. Might throw in Jeudy or Gabe Davis into that trade just to sweeten the deal, if you know what I mean. With my first round pick, I think I'm going to be taking Josh Barnett. We need a better third corner, and he had an amazing combine. A catching, B man coverage, C player, X C tackle. I think this is a good guy to take at pick 20. Normal dev, of course, that's the way the cookie crumbles, but very good speed and should be good enough to play for us. If not, we can make that trade that I was talking about. We have Derek Forrest, we have Lloyd Cushenberry, we could trade Kyler Gordon, we could trade Jerry Jeudy. We got a couple of pieces that we could trade away, you know what I'm saying? This is what my draft looked like. Josh Barnett in the first came out to be a 73 normal dev. Not great, to be honest. And conservative play ball tendency, yucky. Definitely going to be trading for a new third corner, as I don't think Kyler Gordon is the guy. Vaughn Lowry, second round pick, had some good speed, some good things about him. He's one of those slot guys that has a catching, a short route. So 74 overall, and the rest, those two were depth. Let's just look at the draft as a whole. It feels like it wasn't that strong of a draft, and it really wasn't. When the top player is a 79, you know, there's not much that's going to be good there. So we'll make a trade or two, and we'll get ready for this season. Going to be sending Lloyd Cushenberry, Derek Forrest, and Kyler Gordon over to the Browns for Greg Newsome. We are sending Jerry Jeudy a 1 and a 3 over to the Panthers for DJ Moore. This is going to be the team for year 2. Offensive line, looking nice. I mean, it's not the perfect offensive line, but it is enough to get the job done. We got superstar tight end Gesicki with Cole Kmet the backup. I am going to keep the Bears playbook. So for this series, everyone's going to keep their playbooks the whole way through and see what they can do with it. So we add DJ Moore over Jerry Jeudy. We now have a superstar wide receiver, which I hope propels the offense to great things, and a superstar tight end as well. We have 2 superstar safeties, superstar outside linebacker, superstar Greg Gaines. And, you know, we have Greg Newsome as our third corner. This is a very good defense and very good team overall. Let's see how we do. Well, we end up having a worse year as a better team, going 7-10. Not what I was expecting, not what I was hoping for, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats, see what the problem was. I'm thinking it was the playbook, or it's just Justin Fields. I mean, he only threw 7 picks, but the yards and touchdowns weren't really there. Pollard had 1,000 yards, only 5 touchdowns. And then our backup, Tyson Williams, had 8 rushing touchdowns. Cole Kmet had 7 rushing touchdowns. What is going on here? Okay, then. I see you, Cole Kmet. What? DJ Moore, 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns. Darnell Mooney, 800 yards, 8 touchdowns. And then just nothing really outside of that. Yeah, I think it's the scheme. Or it has a lot to do with Justin Fields' traits, like I said. Well, I'll take a look at his traits after this real quick. Tackle for loss, 17 for Sweat, 13 for Gaines, 11 for Oliver and Highsmith, and 10 for Nick Bolton. Sacks, 13 for Ed Oliver, 10 for Highsmith, 7.5 for Sweat, 7 for Greg Gaines. Picks, we had 6 for Jalen Johnson, 2 for Bolton, 2 for Holcomb, and 2 for DJ Reed. I feel like this defense is so good. We were 31st in offensive yards and 14th in defensive yards. And I feel like the defensive yards could have been even better if the offense helped them out. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't helping. We're not going to have anyone MVP, on Coach of the Year. We're not going to have anyone probably anywhere. We're obviously not going to win Best Quarterback. I don't know. I skipped over it, but we weren't going to get it. Yeah, just no awards. And I can't believe we only went 7-10. Before I end the video, though, I do want to go check Justin Fields' QB traits, because I know they play a huge role in Sim. But if you guys did enjoy this, please go ahead, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down below what you'd like to see. And yeah, paranoid, sense of pressure, and conservative forcing passes is probably one of the worst combinations you can have. If we were playing with Justin Fields, he'd be fine. But conservative forcing passes in Sim tends to lead to less passing touchdowns because they're not forcing passes, you know? And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.